Hey everyone, finish watching the next Dino Thunder episode, Thunderstorm Part 2. Cam, Blake, and Hunter try to enter the Abyss of Evil to retrieve their powers and save their teammates. They find the Samurai Amulet guarded by Zergain. Lothor visits Mesagog and discusses partnering against the Rangers. The Dino Thunder Rangers are at Haley's cyberspace researching the Ninja Storm Rangers, apparently for the first time. Suddenly, the evil Ninja Storm Rangers burst in. They challenge the Dino Thunder Rangers and agree to meet up under a nearby bridge to fight. Meanwhile, in the Abyss of Evil, Blake falls down a chasm, but Hunter and Cam catch him. A pair of white-garbed arms reach in to help. Back with the other Rangers, they battle with each other, and I notice Trent isn't there. Where is he? Cam, Blake, and Hunter show up to fight, but they're on Lothor's side. Or are they? Cam gives Shane, Tori, and Dustin devices that break Lothor's spell over them. In a flashback, Cam explains that the real sensei saved them from the Abyss of Evil, and they came up with a plan to save everyone. At Tommy's lab, Sensei Watanabe joins the Rangers, and they begin to make a plan to stop Lothor. Zergain escaped the Abyss and joins Lothor. I guess he doesn't hold a grudge. Armed with an arsenal of monsters, Mesagog and Lothor's forces assemble in a quarry to battle the Rangers. The Rangers all morph together and charge into battle with their cycles. We get a cool mashup of the Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder themes, but it's too cool, I guess, so they drop it and just return to the crappy stock music. The Ninja Storm theme at least comes back for a scene with Cam and Trent. Connor and Shane activate their battleizers and destroy the monsters. Mar and Capri swipe Lothor's magic bottle and free the ninja students. Okay, don't really know why that was a necessary plot point in all this. Mesagog and Lothor start arguing and get into a fight. Mesagog uses that forehead beam thingy to trap Lothor in a jar. At Tommy's lab, Haley tells the Ninja Rangers that Lothor's extraction of their powers used them up. So this was the last time they could be used. Alright. Dustin wonders who freed Sensei, and Mara and Capri reveal it was them. The next day, everyone heads to Blake's motocross competition. Mara and Cassidy pass by each other, and each insists that they're prettier than the other. This is an awesome conclusion to one of the best team-up stories of the entire Disney era. Nearly everything in this episode is quick and to the point, and little time is wasted. I love seeing Cam, Blake, and Hunter actually go into the Abyss of Evil, and especially seeing some old villains return. I still wish we could have gotten more Ninja Storm villains in the first part. The second part I would have liked a lot more if some more of the old villains could have gotten some screen time. It's cool to see Zergain again, but he just kind of stands there. Personally, I think Vexkiss should have come back. He didn't get a satisfactory conclusion in Ninja Storm, and it would have been nice for him to get a second chance here. What I was thinking is, maybe Lothor returns with some of his generals, and Vexkiss conspires with Mesagog to overthrow him. I think that'd be a far more interesting story than the Ninja Storm Rangers turning evil for a while. Shane gets a very silly quip about avoiding sugar because it makes him hyper. I hate it. I think it's supposed to call back to Ninja Storm's more humorous tone, but I don't know, it's awkward and it doesn't really feel necessary here. Trent gets surprisingly little to do. I don't know why he was so separate from everything. I don't think he even had a single line in the whole second episode. Maybe he could have talked to Blake and Hunter about how he was evil once, and they could be like, yeah, us too, and then Tommy could join in and be like, hey, what are we talking about? Little character moments like that would go a long way. I think there should have been some more callbacks to the Rangers' personalities. If I'd never seen Ninja Storm, I would have no idea that Shane was supposed to be a skateboarder, Tori was a surfer. Dustin's personality comes through at least, so that's cool. I think seeing Storm Chargers, the skate shop, extreme sports shop that they hung out at, I think that would have been cool to see again. Maybe that could have been the first place Cassidy goes to look for Blake to interview him. Or at least they could have mentioned it. There's a lot of awesome fight scenes in the climactic battle, but the villains are all interchangeable. I think it would have been a lot more impactful if the monsters that the Rangers are fighting are characters that they had some kind of connection to. Like Blake and Hunter could be fighting Chubo, Cam could be fighting that mosquito monster. I'm sure they still have the suit. Like, they seemingly picked a bunch of totally random monster costumes for this episode. Oh, and this is the first time the Tyrannodrones and the Triptoids are used together. That's kind of weird, and it makes me wonder why they held off on this for so long. And if they don't stick with this after this episode, I'm going to be really confused. Of course, I'm also going to be confused if they do stick with them working together after this, because it just makes me wonder, why did they not for so long? Mesagog and Lothor turning on each other was fine, but I wonder what the Rangers think happened to Lothor. He was the main thing they were trying to do something about, right? Do they know he's still trapped on the island fortress? Haley's line at the end explaining away why the Ninja Storm Rangers lose their powers is unbelievably sloppy. Just because Lothor extracted their powers, presumably from the Abyss, they're used up. What about Cam Hunter and Blake? Lothor never extracted their powers. Like, they went in and they got them themselves. Shouldn't they be good to go? Why do we need this tacked-on garbage explanation that didn't even need an explanation? Just have the Rangers say they're busy with other things. Shane, Tori, Dustin, and Cam are all teachers at the ninja school. Blake's a motocross racer. Hunter's teaching at his own ninja school. It seems like, yeah, they're busy with their own lives. They're not Rangers right now. That should be reason enough. My suspicion is that this rushed explanation was a Disney mandate. Disney was notoriously opposed to team-ups and connective continuity, and I think they specifically pushed for some kind of, throwaway line to explain away why the old Rangers never come back again. It's stupid logic, but I think stupid logic is a requirement if you're a TV executive. The ending of this episode is my favorite part, and it's all too short. We don't get much interaction between the two teams. I'd have loved to see something more like Reinforcements from the Future's picnic ending, just a big party with everyone hanging out. I do appreciate the scene with Mara and Cassidy, though I would have liked more if they had actually talked to each other. Oddly, it wouldn't have been the first time Cassidy had an identical doppelganger. The whole plot of a superhero team turning evil before breaking a spell and joining the Rangers against a villain is the premise of the Ninja Turtles team-up. Huh. From in space. Though there, the Turtles at least pretend to be on the Rangers' side at first before revealing that they're evil. Overall, while I have quite a few nitpicks with this team-up, I still consider it to be one of the stronger team-up episodes, especially in the Disney era. Next time is back to standard episodes, and we'll probably never follow up on Mesogog having Lothor trapped in a jar. So, yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Try to stay away from sugar. It makes me hyper.